Hello, today we will be learning about the grill denser assembly in the grill expand area. In the grill expand area, you take the fins and tubes placed in the jigs as outlined in the lesson on finning and tubing and place them in an assembly to be prepared for the expansion of the tubes. Once the grill is assembled and the tubes are expanded, the fins are locked in place and the grill is ready to be sent to packaging or the oven to remove the moisture from the tubes. This lesson will cover what you need to know about how to secure grills with and without headers in the jig in order to create the grill denser assembly. Now, let's go ahead and assemble the grill using the jig and fixture table. Start by referring to the setup card for the jig board number to be used for that part. If you are unsure the information on the card is correct, use the blueprint that comes with the routing slip for that part. The number of grill can be found on the grill jig, or you can find the part number for that grill jig in the flag notes on the corresponding blueprint. Insert your fins into the slots, following the methods outlined in the finning and tubing lesson. You'll notice the jigs have markings on them. You will need to insert 2 fins for each of the marked slots. Verify the fin setup matches the drawing on the blueprint for that part. In Work Center 400, the 46A side of the machine, you will have to insert the tubes from the bottom of the jig board. On the 401, 46B side of the machine, the tubes must be inserted from the top of the jig board. The top and bottom should be labeled on the jig board, and the jigs should be machined so that you can only insert the fins one way. But if you are unsure if you are finning correctly, ask your supervisor or lead for help. Find the bottom header using the blueprint supplied with that part. If indicated on the blueprint, take 1 fin along with the header and place it inside the grill jig. Make sure your tubes are oiled and insert a tube through the holes in the headers and fins. Once all the tubes are inserted, push the header in and tighten the clamp for that corner. Move to the other end of the board and place the top header in the jig with the tubes. Remember the extra fin with the header if the blueprint asks for it. Push the header in and tighten that clamp. Move down the grill jig, pushing in all of the fins and tubes. Tighten each clamp as you go. Make sure the clamps are fully tightened and fins and tubes are inserted properly. If the fins and tubes are not square in the jig and the clamps are not tight, the rods can be damaged during expansion. Try to avoid this as much as possible. Before we're done, let's go over some evaluation criteria for the grill denser assembly. Number 1. The operator can assemble a grill properly. This means they know how to use the setup card to find the proper setup for that grill and verify that information using the blueprint that comes with the part. And number 2. The operator can correctly identify which order the handles in the jig are tightened and why. This means they know how to fully insert the proper header for that part and to secure it with the clamp before moving on to the header on the opposite end. And they remember that all fins and tubes must be square with clamps tight before expanding the grill. That's all you need to know about the grill denser assembly in the grill expand area. If you have any questions, be sure to ask your supervisor or coworkers for guidance, and thank you for your contribution toward making Red Dot a better company.